When it feels like the world's falling down, I'll be there to lift you from the ground. Don't be afraid, just let me in, love me and down. How could I say your pain in the light and all your secrets? I'll take them all, I'll be your keeper. Let's run away, no need to stay alone now.
Hey everybody, it's Marquita. I thought I'd come and make a quick video. I'm not done with the video, but I just came here kind of in the middle of the video of Allie Rittman. Sorry, it's Rittman. Reisman, sorry. The gym.
Talking about the gymnastics, right?
Yeah, okay. She read her letter in court to that scummy son of a.
Yeah.
I seen that. I think Simone Biles has one. Jordan has one. Allie has one, and there's two other people. I got them on YouTube. I got them in my watch later, and I'm gonna watch them all. But I was in the middle of hearing Allie's letter that she wrote and that she's reading in court to the dude. I'm making this video mainly because if y'all seen my other videos on my channel of my girls, they're 4 right now as of this date. And so if they keep going on the path, still doing good on the path that they're on, in 12 years they could try out for Junior Olympics, which you have to be 16, right?
Okay.
16. If I'm not mistaken, please don't quote me on that. I think you have to be 16 to try out, or it might be 14 for Junior Olympics, 16 for the actual Olympic team. But like hearing that, seeing it, like I don't want my girls to go to the Olympics. And I mean, it hurts me to say that if they got good enough to where they were possibly good enough for the Olympics, I wouldn't let them go. Because one, if the Olympics is in another country, I can't get to that country. I can't fly. And if I catch a boat to that country, I'm going to have to leave way before the girls, like weeks. And so I'm not going to be with the girls. Gary can fly with them, but I can't fly with them. And so I'm very overprotective of my girls. So with the training camps and all that, if I'm not physically there, like Katie LeBlanc, Annie's mama, is physically there with her on the set of her TV shows, her music and all that. If I physically cannot be there in the gym watching them practice, which I want to be there anyhow because I love gymnastics. I grew up with a parent that if if the sport wasn't free, you're not doing it. And I've always, ever since I knew what ice skating was, I always wanted to be an ice skater. I always wanted to be a gymnast. I always wanted to play multiple instruments. Well, all that costs is money. And so you probably can be like, oh, you live on vicarious through your kids with your gymnastics. I am. But they also enjoy it because I can't, like, I literally have to stop Hannah every day from flipping. Savannah loves flipping around. Like, that's their thing. They love tumbling. And even if they don't make it gymnastics, they might make it on a tumbling team because they love flipping. They love, well, right now Savannah loves beam, but that's because she loves heights. She likes doing things herself, being independent, and she likes the low beam and she likes the high beam. So I think Hannah enjoys it, but not as much as Savannah does. And Hannah loves bars, and Savannah. So that's like they're things that they like. Some are the same and some is different, but they do it. They do both beam, and they do the uneven bars. Well, I guess it's considered uneven bar because it's just one bar. But like I said, they just made it to, I guess, tumbler beginners. I think that's what class they're in now. And I made a RANT video about that little girl calling them babies and saying that they talk like babies. I mean, from a 5-year-old and 6-year-old, yeah, they do look like babies. Yes, they do talk like babies, but they're 4. So yes, to you at 5 and to you at 6, yes, they're babies because they're 4. But it hurts me to say that if my girls got good enough to where they were on the eye level or getting looked at from Olympic officials, I would decline. And that's me shortening their growth. That's me telling them, you know what? You are a perfect driver, but I'm not going to let you have a car. It's not your fault that you can't have a car. We can afford the car. We can, and you're an excellent driver, and you're proving that you can drive. But because of something that somebody else did, you are suffering the consequences. And how is that fair to these young women and men that has been in gymnastics as early as 8-12 months and is now old enough in the skill level to try out? But now that this is coming out that this man abused his power, like, are these parents gonna be like, no, like, you've been training literally your whole life, but I'm not letting you go because I don't want this to happen to you. And I'm like, okay, let me take the other parents out. That's how I feel personally, because, you know, the girls been in gym, like, we put them in a week after their 3rd birthday. A week after their 3rd birthday. It was July to something when we put them in gymnastics. It is now February 2017. Well, 2018, sorry. And January 2018. they'll be 5 in June. And if they continue doing as well as they are, I'm thinking by their 5th birthday, they will already been competing at gymnastic meets. Or if not, very close to it. Because, like, their skill level right now, based on when we looked up, like, things that they need. Because, like, I always try to find things, like, if they're struggling with the skill in class, I always try to find that specific skill. It's one skill that they did in this last class, and I have no idea what it's called. So I can't find that one. I know what it looks like, but I can't find it, and I don't know what to type in. But I always have them practice. And where was I going with that? I don't know where I was going with that. I'm sorry. I guess where I was going with that was that they're now, like, that they work at home and at the gym. And they're trying to get better because they enjoy it. I didn't force them into gymnastics. Hannah loved, ever since, how old was she when she used to love being flipped?
I don't even remember the exact
age. Like maybe like 4 or 5 months. Like Gary used to like throw her up and she'd kick her legs over. 4 or 5 months. She's been liking it. She's been liking being flipped. Like, of course, we didn't like do it aggressively to where it would hurt her, but I mean, she was having fun. I wish that I would have videotaped it, but it's in my brain. Like, it's in my memory vault. It's not like we don't have the physical video, but we remember that. Hannah has always loved that. And when she was walking, she has always, she put her little hands down and she'd flip. Before, she never even knew gymnastics. And she was doing that on her own. And then we called another gym and they're like, oh, they can't start till they're 3. We didn't know about the gym that we were going to. So we waited till they were 3. Like I said, a week after their 3rd birthday is when they started going to gymnastics. And then we found out when we took them to the gym that we're going to, you could start gymnastics at 15 months. And they could have been in gym at 15 months because they were watching gymnastics videos, trying to do the gymnastics at home, like teaching themselves off of YouTube, watching other people. So that's like my main argument is they want to be gymnasts. They love this sport as of today. And if they got on a team and the person told me, oh, well, you go sit down and I'll take care of your kid, and my kid is going in a different room. No. No, I am very overprotective of my girls. And if you see in every one of our videos, gymnastics, like when they're doing it at the gym, when they're doing it at home, modesty is everything. Like sometimes they have on their bathing suits, and stuff. But when we're at gym, they have on their Leo, and they either got shorts on top of their Leo or pants underneath their Leo. Every single time. Because I don't want any pervert, man, female, child to be looking at my little girl's chest, thighs, butt, or anything. You're not getting any cheap thrills off of my kid. So no, modesty is everything to me. As you can see, I don't dress very, which makes my mama mad, sexy. And I say sexy because sexy is the term, is what's sexy. It's in the eyes of the beholder. Like my mama's like, when I lost all that weight, she's like, why are you wearing them big clothes? Because that's what I'm comfortable with. But yet she wanted me to wear these tight forming clothes to show off my weight loss because I worked so hard on it. Yeah, but like I don't want to flunk it. Like I don't like. Okay, I know how much weight I lost, and if nobody don't believe me, that's them. I'm not coming out here.
You did it for you.
Yeah, I did it for me. I did it so that I can have babies. That's why I lost weight. It wasn't because I wanted to lose weight. Because I have never wanted to be skinny. Like, I mean, in high school, I wanted to be thin enough to wear cute clothes. But I never was like, oh my gosh, I want to be 150 pounds. No, to me, that's gross. And it's only gross to me because, what was I? I think 135 pounds. And like my neck bones were showing. That to me is the nastiest thing. Because I don't, like, that's gross. I don't want nobody to see the bones in my neck. And I know that seems crazy, but that's how I feel. Like, oh my gosh, somebody can see the bones in my neck. That's exposing me. I don't wear V-neck shirts because that's uncomfortable to me. I don't want nobody to see my cleavage. If I want you to see my cleavage, we would be in a private setting, and I will show you my cleavage. But if I'm walking around, you don't need to see my cleavage. I'm a female. If you know what cleavage looks like, ta-da. If you don't, then I'm sorry. Google it. I don't need you to see my cleavage for me to prove that I'm a female or that I have boobs or something. No, I don't need you to see my hips, my thighs, my butt to see the proof that I have them. I have them. If you don't believe them, that's you. If you do, then okay. So that's how I'm trying to raise my girls, that you don't have to dress provocative. And you do not have to, like, you don't have to accept anybody doing anything to you, to fit in, to be liked, to, like, if my girls right now told me at 4 years old, at 1 year old, at any age, that somebody did something to them, automatically, first, I'm believing them. Because I have no reason not to believe them. I have no reason. So if my girls was at this training camp, the ranch, what they call it. If my girls was at the ranch and they said, you know, I don't like when the doctor massages my thighs, I'm going to then get up and I'm like, hold on. Why are you massaging her thighs? Show me how you do it. Or show me on my body, because I don't want you to touch my child again. But show me on my body how you're doing it. And then I will ask him, is this how he does it? Is this everything that he does? Oh, it's not. He's leaving a step out. Oh, no. Me and him, or even her, because women could be perverts and pedophiles too. Me and whoever is going to be tussling. And I'm not even a violent person. That's what's so bad about it. But for my kids, I will open the gates of hell and fight the devil himself over my kids. Because that's what type of person I am. Because I'm raising my kids to be respectful of everybody and everything. Themselves, especially. They don't have to dress provocative. They don't have to do things that they're not comfortable with because somebody wants you to do it to make them feel good. Somebody wants to see you in that way to make them feel good or get their jollies off. No. So it sickens me that this is going on. And when they were like, the parents not believing them, it's like, what kind of parent are you? Like, is your kid lying about the color of freaking mashed potatoes? Are they saying the mashed potatoes are green? Well, you know what? They might be colorblind. Maybe white mashed potatoes to you is green mashed potatoes to them. That's your child. And even if my child lied about everything, like for no reason, like when was that Gary that Eric lied about, and we were just like,
oh, he's all had all kinds of
like we were like,
what he
what?
lied about wasn't important at all.
Yeah, it was like, I think we asked him, did he? I forgot what we asked him. It was something that we asked him, and he lied, and we were like, that wasn't even important, like, but he'll tell the truth. He'll tell the truth when it's something serious, he'll tell the truth. But when it's something just like, okay, did you eat the cookie? No, I didn't eat the cookie. And it's like, okay, well, like, I bought them cookies for you. I just wanted to make sure that you ate and nobody ate your cookies. And he will still not admit it. Like, no, I didn't eat the cookies. Instead of just be like, oh, well, yeah, I ate the cookies. Like, I'm not going to be mad because, we used to, before the girls were born, every Friday, me, Gary, and Eric, or most every Friday with Eric, but we go to Walmart, we get some snacks, we sit down, we watch TV. So, he had his own set of snacks, that was specifically his, that me and Gary bought. So it wasn't like he was buying his own snacks, eating them up, and then, like we was comfortable. Like, I bought him snacks. I bought Gary snacks, or, whatever. Snacks was bought. I had my Pacific snacks that I like to eat. Gary had his snacks that he liked to eat. Eric had his Pacific snacks he liked to eat. And then we had a snack that everybody liked to eat. But, like, if it's something that nobody else likes, that's your Pacific snack. So, with that, it's like, okay, we don't like Fire and Ice cookies. Them are your Pacific snacks. We're not going to eat them. So we're just asking, did you eat them so that we could get you some more? Because, we're having movie night. And when it was like, no, I didn't eat them, it's like, okay, like, where did they go? And it wasn't like we was not asking him because we were mad that they were ate. We were just curious to be like, okay, where did they go? Like, we're going to buy you some more that you're out. But that's what I'm saying. It was like, you didn't even have to lie about that. And then, like, something serious like, okay, well, did you wreck the car? Yes, or, something serious. Like, he would tell the truth. And, I'm glad that he told the truth. But it was, even with me saying that, if Eric came up to me, like, knowing that he lied about something as simple as a cookie. I'm not saying that that's what it was. I'm just saying. And then if he came up and said something serious, I'm gonna believe him. Even if I found out it's a lie, I'm gonna believe you until I could prove that it's not true. And that's him lying 99 times out of 100. I will believe him every 100 times. Until I could prove that you're lying. But that's me saying that. My point of it is, why didn't the parents believe their kid? Why would you believe a man, a doctor? I don't care. If my child came up to me and said that a police officer said, well, you know what? I can't use that as an example. Because I was going to say a police officer and Donald Trump, but that could happen. Call them out of their name. That can happen. Well, okay, I'll say the example, but in this day and time, it could happen. But what I was going to say was, if my child came up to me and told me that a police officer or the president of the United States called them out of their name, I'm going to believe them first. My kids, that is. I'm going to believe my kids first because they're my kids. And I'm not going to be like, oh, well, that's a police officer. That's a doctor. That's the president. They will not do that. That's not what I'm going to do. I don't believe my kids because they're my kids. And yes, you are in this position of power, but that doesn't make you right. And I mean, and I don't want anybody to be like, oh my gosh, she's attacking Trump, she's attacking police officers. I'm not. I was saying it as an example of the power. But it's just coincidentally that nowadays that can actually happen in real life. And it's sad because my kids should not have to be raised in a world that an authority figure can say and do whatever they want to them and not get no consequences. Or if they get consequences, it's like somebody telling them, well, don't do it again. It's like, really? Like, if I did that, would you tell me, oh, well, just don't do that again? No. I will have a book of yes, Hannah. I will have a book. Yes, I'm done. I just was coming here to talk about the gymnastics. It made me mad. I'm gonna go finish watching the video. I'm gonna go watch the other videos.
She'll probably be back.
Yeah, I probably will be back. So if y'all see multiple of these videos, just know that there are rant videos, and it's probably off of each. I might come back after each video, or like, I'm not saying that I'm gonna come and make multiple rant videos, but I might not. I don't know, because I can't tell the future. So if you see more than one of these videos and it's talking about the exact same thing with the exact same title, I'm sorry, but I'm a ranter. But anyways, bye.